I'm going back to the corner where I first saw you. I'm gonna...
What does it take to turn pain into a multi-million-dollar empire? How does a kid from St. Petersburg go from struggling for studio time to cruising in a Rolls-Royce Cullinan worth nearly $500,000? Behind those garage doors sits a lineup that screams success. Corvette C8, Dodge Hellcats, Infiniti Q60, and more. And his net worth? A staggering $37 million and climbing. This isn't just fame, it's a lifestyle built on grit, heartbreak, and hustle. Rod Wave didn't just make music, he created a movement, flipping struggle into sold-out arenas and heartbreak into hard cash. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on his mansions, his cars, his family, and the story that made him a millionaire. Stay locked in, because this isn't your typical success story. It's one you'll want to ride all the way to the end. Long before the platinum records and luxury cars, there was a kid growing up in St. Petersburg, Florida, a place where dreams often feel like distant stars. For Rod Wave, childhood wasn't about comfort or privilege. It was about making it through each day. His family battled financial hardship, and the streets around him were filled with more traps than opportunities. Every sunrise was another test of resilience, a reminder that life doesn't hand out shortcuts. Rod wasn't the kid with endless choices. He was the one searching for a way out, a way to silence the chaos and give meaning to the struggle. That escape came through music. It wasn't just a pastime, it was therapy, a lifeline, a way to turn pain into poetry. When the weight of the world pressed down, melodies became his refuge. He started from the bottom, recording in cramped makeshift studios with borrowed gear and zero glamour. No big-name producers, no polished beats, just raw emotion bleeding into every lyric. Those early tracks weren't perfect, but they were real. And that honesty became his signature. Rod didn't rap to impress, he rapped to survive. Every verse carried the weight of his reality. Every hook echoed the hunger of a young man chasing freedom. While others dreamed of fame, Rod dreamed of stability. Music wasn't about chasing clout, it was about rewriting his story. That hunger, that authenticity, would become the foundation of a career that changed his life forever. Rod Wave's rise wasn't a lucky break. It was a grind powered by raw emotion and relentless determination. After years of recording in borrowed spaces, his moment came when that deep, soulful voice, heavy with pain and truth, hit the internet like a storm. Hard on Ice didn't just go viral, it connected. People weren't just hearing the lyrics, they were living them. His first major project, Ghetto Gospel, lit the fuse. It introduced a sound that refused to fit into a box. Part rap, part R&B, all heart. But Rod wasn't about to settle for one big moment. He pushed harder, releasing Pray, For Love, and Soul Fly. Albums that didn't just chart, they dominated. Billboard couldn't look away. Streams soared into the hundreds of millions. The kid who once scraped together cash for studio time was now selling out arenas. What set Rod apart? Authenticity. In a world obsessed with flexing, he gave fans vulnerability. He spoke about heartbreak, struggle, and survival. The things most artists hide. That honesty built a fan base that felt every word. Each song was a confession, each album a chapter in his life. And with fame came fortune. Tours sold out in minutes. Merch flew off shelves. Streaming checks turned into six-figure deposits. Rod Wave wasn't just making music, he was shaping a movement. From viral sensation to cultural voice, his rise proved one thing: staying real beats, chasing trends every time. As of now, Rod Wave's fortune is estimated at a jaw-dropping $37 million, a number that tells the story of a meteoric rise from struggle to superstardom. But here's the question: how does someone go from scraping together cash for studio time to stacking millions in just a few years? The answer is a mix of talent, strategy, and relentless hustle. It all started with the music. Every lyric dripping with emotion turned into millions of streams on platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. Then came the tours, packed arenas filled with fans eager to feel the raw energy live. Add to that merchandise flying off shelves and endorsement deals with major brands. And suddenly, Rod had a revenue stream that never sleeps. But Rod didn't stop at music. He played the long game, investing smart and turning quick wins into lasting wealth. From real estate to business ventures, he built a financial empire brick by brick. His journey is a blueprint for flipping adversity into opportunity. Think about it. From $500 studio sessions to cruising in cars worth $500,000. Rod Wave didn't just change his life, he rewrote the rules. His success proves one thing: authenticity pays. In an industry full of gimmicks, Rod stayed true to his roots, and the world rewarded him with more than fame. It gave him fortune. Rod Wave's success isn't just heard in his music, it's reflected in the walls of his homes. Yes, homes, plural. While he keeps his real estate portfolio low-key, reports suggest he owns at least 2 stunning properties in Florida, with his main residence valued at over $1.2 million. This isn't just a house, it's a retreat built for privacy, comfort, and undeniable style. Step inside his primary mansion, and the vibe hits instantly. Open-concept spaces that breathe sophistication. The living room, a masterpiece of modern design, featuring plush gray sectional sofas, accented with designer pillows and a handcrafted oak coffee table that commands attention. Beneath your feet, polished hardwood floors shimmer under custom LED lighting, creating a warm yet contemporary feel. The kitchen is pure luxury. Marble countertops, top-tier stainless steel appliances, and a massive island perfect for family dinners or late-night creative sessions. High ceilings amplify the airy atmosphere, while floor-to-ceiling windows frame views of manicured lawns and a sparkling pool that glows under the Florida sun. Entertainment? Rod's home theater is next level. Leather recliners, immersive surround sound, and a screen that rivals any cinema. Upstairs, the bedrooms blend elegance with comfort. King-sized beds dressed in premium linens, walk-in closets, and spa-inspired bathrooms featuring rainfall showers and deep soak-in tubs. His second property? Rumored to be a cozy getaway. Smaller but equally stylish, with modern finishes and a relaxed vibe. Both homes mirror Rod's personality. Understated yet powerful, private yet inviting. These aren't just houses. They're sanctuaries where he creates, unwinds, and celebrates the journey from struggle to success. Rod Wave's garage isn't just a parking space. It's a statement of success, a lineup that blends luxury, muscle, and personality, worth well over $1.2 million. At the heart of it all sits his ultimate prize, the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. This SUV is pure royalty on wheels, valued at more than $350,000. Inside, it's a world of elegance, custom red leather seats, polished wood accents, and the legendary Starlight headliner that transforms the ceiling into a glowing night sky. Beneath that beauty lies a V12 engine that delivers smooth, commanding power. It's not just his most expensive car, it's his favorite, the one he calls his sanctuary on wheels. Then there's the Chevrolet Corvette C8 Stingray, a mid-engine beast priced around $65,000. Sleek, aggressive, and built for speed, this car packs nearly 500 horsepower and rockets from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. It's Rod's adrenaline fix, the perfect contrast to the Cullinan's calm luxury. For raw muscle, Rod owns 2 Hellcats, the Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat at about $90,000 and the Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat near $85,000. Both roar with supercharged V8 engines pushing over 700 horsepower, blending family-friendly space with street-dominating power. A perfect fit for his life as both artist and dad. Adding everyday elegance, Rod drives an Infiniti Q60 Red Sport, valued at $50,000, a sleek coupe that balances performance and comfort. His garage also includes a Range Rover at roughly $92,000, the go-to for versatility and luxury, and a Volvo S60, the most affordable at around $42,000, chosen for its safety and understated style. From the Cullinan's starry ceiling to the Hellcat's thunderous engines, every car in Rod Wave's collection tells a story of milestones, ambition, and triumph. His garage isn't just about horsepower. It's a rolling testament to how far he's come. Behind the fame, the cars, and the mansions, Rod Wave's greatest accomplishment isn't measured in platinum plaques or millions in the bank. It's family. Away from the flashing lights, he steps into his most important role, Dad. He's the proud father of twin daughters, Cash and Mocha Green, born on June 12, 2020, with his longtime partner Kelsey D. Coleman. For Rod, fatherhood wasn't just another chapter. It was a turning point that gave his success a deeper meaning and reshaped the way he moves through life. From the moment those twins came into the world, everything changed. Late-night studio sessions and grueling tour schedules suddenly had to share space with bedtime stories, giggles, and school runs. Rod often reflects on how being a father taught him patience and purpose, two qualities that now echo through his music. The vulnerability that made fans fall in love with tracks like Heart on Ice evolved into something richer, a narrative of growth, responsibility, and legacy. Rod and Kelsey have been intentional about keeping their family life private. For years, fans only caught glimpses, tiny hands in Instagram posts, silhouettes in family photos. It wasn't until 2023 that Kelsey shared a full picture of the twins, confirming what many suspected. Rod's home life is thriving, even if it stays behind closed doors. That choice to protect their peace speaks volumes about Rod's values. In an industry that thrives on oversharing, he's made privacy his priority. Life at home is a blend of luxury and simplicity. His Florida mansion offers everything: sprawling lawns, a shimmering pool, and rooms filled with warmth and elegance. But for Rod, the real luxury isn't marble floors or designer furniture. It's time spent with his daughters. Whether it's swimming lessons under the sun, playtime in a room overflowing with toys, or cozy evenings watching movies in his private theater, these moments matter more than any chart position. He's building memories, not just mansions. Fatherhood also changed his music. Listen closely to his recent albums, and you'll hear it. The shift from pain to perseverance, from survival to stability. His lyrics now carry a sense of hope, a promise to provide and protect. Fans who once connected through shared struggles now find inspiration in his journey toward peace and family. It's a reminder that success isn't just about wealth, it's about what you do with it. Rod's relationship with Kelsey has been the backbone of this chapter. While they keep details private, what's clear is their commitment to co-parenting and creating a safe, loving environment for their girls. In a world where fame often fractures families, Rod has worked to keep his foundation strong. His approach is simple. When he's home, he's present. When he's away, he stays connected. That balance isn't easy, but for Rod, it's non-negotiable. Today, Cash and Mocha are 5 years old. Curious, energetic, and full of life. They're growing up in a world of comfort, but Rod is determined to keep them grounded. He knows the value of hard work, and he wants his daughters to understand it too. That's why, despite the luxury cars and million-dollar homes, family time remains sacred. It's not about showing off, it's about showing up. Rod Wave's story is often told through the lens of fame and fortune. But the real narrative is this: a man who turned pain into melody, then turned melody into stability. His greatest hits may play on the radio, but his greatest role plays out quietly at home. One bedtime story, one school drop-off, one promise kept at a time. Rod Wave's story isn't just about topping charts, it's about changing the game. He didn't follow a lane, he built one from scratch. In a world where hip-hop often leans on bravado and flash, Rod showed up with something different: raw emotion, vulnerability, truth. While everyone else was flexing, he was connecting. His music became more than sound. It became a lifeline for millions who saw their own struggles mirrored in his words. That kind of authenticity doesn't just win fans, it earns trust. And trust? That's rare in this business. Behind the sold-out shows and chart-topping hits lies a reality few talk about: Rod Wave's fight for his health. Fame looks glamorous from the outside, but for Rod, it came with weight, both physical and mental. From early on, he's been honest about how success can strain the body and mind, even when the world sees only victory. Rod has spoken candidly about his struggles with depression and anxiety, battles that didn't fade with fame, but intensified under it. Endless tours, sleepless nights in the studio, and the pressure to stay relevant pushed him into moments of isolation. In those moments, music became more than art. It became survival. Every verse felt like a confession, every hook a release. That inner struggle soon collided with a physical one. Rod's size became a frequent topic online, often handled with cruelty, but he never ran from the conversation. In 2023, he shared that he was making real lifestyle changes, improving his diet, exercising, and prioritizing his health. It wasn't about image, it was about longevity. "I want to be here for my kids, for my fans," he wrote, revealing not just an artist, but a father fighting for his future. Those challenges didn't break him, they sharpened him. Songs like Dark Clouds and Heart on Ice aren't just hits. They're reflections of a man learning to carry pain without letting it define him. That honesty is why fans connect so deeply. Rod doesn't sell perfection. He shows the fight, the flaws, and the climb. As he looks toward bigger tours and new ventures, one truth stands firm. Rod Wave's greatest flex isn't fame, it's resilience. And that resilience continues to carry him forward, no matter what storms lie ahead. But Rod's influence doesn't stop at music. He sparked a movement, a wave of artists unafraid to be real, to turn pain into power. He proved you don't need gimmicks to dominate. You need honesty. That's why his tracks aren't just hits. They're survival anthems, songs of resilience, songs of hope. And here's the thing, he's just getting started. Bigger albums, massive tours, and if the rumors are true, business ventures that could reshape his empire, clothing lines, real estate, maybe even mentorship programs for the next generation. Whatever's next, one thing is certain. Rod Wave isn't just building a career, he's building a legacy, one that will outlive the charts and echo for years to come. Fame never comes without friction, and Rod Wave knows that better than most. His rise wasn't just meteoric, it was messy. For an artist who built his brand on honesty, every headline cuts deeper. Over the years, whispers turned into trending topics, rumors about relationships, speculation about fatherhood, and even brushes with the law. Then came 2025, the year everything exploded. News broke that Rod had been arrested in Georgia on drug and weapon charges. The story spread like wildfire. Social media lit up with memes, hot takes, and conspiracy theories. He posted bond quickly, but the message was clear. Success doesn't erase struggle, it amplifies it. And just when the dust started to settle, the personal rumors hit harder. Social media spun wild narratives, claims that Rod fathered multiple children, cheating scandals involving influencers, and one viral post alleging he had 4 kids with different women. Another accused him of infidelity during tours. Rod didn't stay quiet. He clapped back, calling out fabricated stories and labeling some accusers delusional. Screenshots flew across timelines, but Rod's stance never wavered. Cash and Mocha are his only children, and his loyalty to family is solid. Here's what makes all this compelling. It's not the drama, it's Rod's response. He doesn't feed the chaos, he transforms it. Every rumor, every headline becomes fuel for his art. His lyrics turn into confessionals, bleeding pain and pressure into music that feels like survival. That resilience, it's why fans stick. He doesn't pretend to be perfect. He shows the fight, the flaws, and the climb. People connect because they see a man navigating fame without losing his humanity. In an industry where scandals can sink careers, Rod flips the script. Every controversy becomes a verse. Every setback becomes a story. And that honesty? It keeps his audience locked in, waiting, not just for the next headline, but for the music that tells the truth behind it. Rod Wave's impact on music, it's way bigger than charts, way bigger than streams. This isn't just about numbers. It's about giving pain a voice when nobody else would. He took struggle and turned it into strength, heartbreak into harmony. Every track feels like a chapter ripped straight from his life. Raw, unfiltered, and heavy with emotion. That's why people don't just listen to Rod Wave, they feel him. In a world full of flexing and fake smiles, he gave us something rare, truth. And now, the question everybody's asking, what's next? More albums? Absolutely. Bigger tours? No doubt. But the whispers don't stop there. Fans are talking about fashion lines, real estate moves, maybe even mentorship programs for young artists trying to find their lane. Rod isn't just thinking about today. He's building something that lasts, something that outlives the charts, something that echoes long after the music fades. Rod said it best, "I ain't perfect, but I'm real. If my story helps somebody keep going, then I did what I came to do." That's the heart of it. He's not chasing trends or gimmicks. He's creating a legacy brick by brick. Every lyric, every beat, every move is intentional. He's making history in real time, and the wild part? He's just getting started. The next chapter, it's gonna be bigger, louder, and even more unforgettable. So if you're rocking with Rod Wave and you want to stay locked in for what's coming next, hit that like button and subscribe right now. Because trust me, you don't want to miss the wave that's about to hit.